All right, here we are. I'm going to show you guys how to take this 5-inch frame that we customized and made and make a 30 by 5 drawer front turn into a door. So a couple things right away is we've already built our frame, which you're seeing here. So it's 5 inches wide, 24 inches deep, and 30 inches tall. So we've made an identical frame like the rest of our base units. We just made it 5 inches wide. And now we're going to take this 30 by 5 drawer front and we're going to pocket these holes in this drawer front. What we're doing here is we're going to convert this drawer into a door. So to do that, I've built my 5-inch cubby. I've already put my hinge brackets on to connect my cabinet to my hinges. So those are ready. And now what you're seeing here is a standard IKEA door, like the rest of these doors here. This is gonna give me my spacing that I need. If you don't have a jig, you're gonna take this and you're gonna use a tape measure and you're just gonna measure it out in order to get the exact spacing to make this hole in your drawer front here. So a couple things. I'm taking my door off of here and I'm gonna use this as my template so I can measure off of this. To do that, I just take a flathead screwdriver. In the back of your hinge, there's a little panel and you just pry that up. That'll pop it loose and you can take your hinge out. So now that we've got our hinge out, what we're gonna do is take these marks here and we're gonna transfer these 3 holes onto this drawer front here. And we're just gonna make little ticks with a pencil and a tape measure. So you'll need a tape measure, you'll need your pencil, and then you're also gonna need these 2 bits. These are the bits that are gonna give you the exact same size hole for this. This is 1 3/8 inches. You can find this at Lowe's, Home Depot, but this is how we're gonna make the larger hole for your pocket there. Now a big thing on this one is you can see how far down this goes. If you drill through, you're gonna drill through the front of your front there. So you never wanna drill through, so you could use this as a template of how far you should really go down and then stop. So I usually go right down to this line here, and then that allows this to slide completely down into it. So you'll need that one. And then we're gonna need this size here, which is 5/16. And that, to test it, you can fit it in there, but it should fit perfectly in there to give you the exact same size there. So it's 5/16 and 1 3/8 inches. So those are the 2 bits that you're gonna need in order to make these pockets into your drawer front. All right, so I've got my marks here. Now these are my center points for all of these holes here. So what I've done is I've took my tape measure and I've come over this, and I'm just marking the center point of all of these holes. So my center point here is 1.5 inches heavy. This one is 2.5 light. This one is 3.25 heavy. The exact measurements for the large one are gonna be pulling off of this side to the center point is 2 7/16. From this edge to your center point is 15/16. Now that's just for your center here. And now to get this point and this point, what we've done is we pulled over 1 9/16 inches. And that gave me that point here. And then to pull off of the side here, we were at 1.25 inches heavy. So we've done that, made that 1.25 inches heavy. I've made this one 15/16, and the other one is 1.25 inches heavy also. And then we've pulled over 2 7/16. and that's giving me my marks. So now I've got the marks, and I just make a little cross on each section here, and now I'm ready to drill these holes here. All right, so we're gonna drill our holes here. I'm gonna start with just a small pilot bit here, and I'm gonna hit those little tick marks that I just made here. Now I'm only going like a quarter of an inch down. You don't want to drill through the front. I'm just trying to get this as a point, an exact point, so when I put my larger drill bit on, it hits that and it stays exactly where I want it. So I'm just taking a small bit first just to make that little point on it. All right. So now I've just got my little points made here. Now I can take my larger bit and I can start to make the real size hole for it. So we've got our first hole made here. Now we're going to start on the second one. What I did though, I wanted to make sure I don't come through the front of this when I'm drilling this hole. So when I get this in here, I only go to this point here. So I just stop. I stop this thing at roughly this point right here. So whatever you do, you don't want to drill through the front here. So the most important thing is to not drill all the way through, and that's why I'm taking my time. I'm going slowly in and out until I feel like it's at least 5/8 of an inch into this board. Here you are. Now we have turned a drawer front into a door. So now we can attach our hardware to this. So to attach the hardware, you've got your hinge that IKEA sells you. You're gonna pull this little tab up, put it into those holes there. So you can see how now it's going in. Now the biggest thing is we want this to be flush all the way down. So we're gonna test it out and see if I've gone far enough. Sometimes I don't, and I have to come back. That one closed. So now you can see how it's completely flush. So that one sealed right. And same thing on the bottom here. And there you go. It is sealed to it. And now we have made a door. So we are ready to hang this onto our cabinet now. So come over to our cleats here. Now to put the door on, you want to go in the front first, and then the back will snap on. So you push that in, you hear click, and then it'll be the same with the top. And now we have a door. All right. We have just made a custom door out of a drawer front now. Now you know how to do it.